Right, a very good morning to you all. I hope we're all fine. It's Saturday, the 29th of July 2023, and we're here to take a look at the weather forecast for Southeast England for for the weekend. No prizes for guessing. It is still quite unsettled out there. We've got a plethora of weather fronts moving across the UK this weekend as yet another active area of low pressure pushes in from the Atlantic. This will be the third consecutive weekend. So this was the scene at midnight tonight. This is the scene at midnight going into tomorrow morning. So today's fronts would have been out of the way, but we're looking towards the west tomorrow for another weather system that will come in and unfortunately give us a bit of a spoiler tomorrow afternoon with an increase in breeze. Right, the reason for it is, yes, you've guessed it, it is the jet stream. If we just take a look at it, it's firing in across the Atlantic, moving towards just to the south of the UK, across France. Here in the UK, we are on the northern side of the jet, the cooler side of the jet, and also we've got this parent area of low pressure sitting just towards the northwest of the UK, keeping this active weather sort of situation moving along. So we'll take a look at the anomalies. So today we are a little bit closer to normal. These blues have been quite deep over recent days, but today we're only a degree or so away from that normal. The real heat that was in the Mediterranean has now thankfully eased away. Still hot over North Africa, but that's where that is going to be staying. But the Med is, yes, pleased to say, back to normal. Right, here in the UK, these are the current top of the hots, and this morning it's Brighton Airport running at 17.1 degrees. There are many other stations all in the southeast that are all between 16 and 17 degrees. Right, let's have a look at what's going on in the sky. So this is the situation on the Isle of Wight. This is at Sandown. Never been to the Isle of Wight. I think it's on my list to go to. But yes, you could see some variable amounts of clouds, some sunny skies, and just that breeze just blowing them little bits of ripples into the bay. We move towards the northwest of London. It's a rather cloudy picture up there, northwest of London. You've got leaden skies, but it looks dry for most areas up there at the moment. And then if we move towards the east, down towards Ramsgate Harbour, once again, a familiar story of rather cloudy skies, limited brightness, all very average. Bit disappointing, really, isn't it? Right, let's take a look at the radar because there has been some rain around in the early hours. If we just run that radar sequence through, this was at 3:45 this morning. What did happen, some showers have moved in across the southeast of England over the course of the last few hours. Some quite heavy ones just off the southeast coast around 6 o'clock this morning, given a few millimetres in the rain gauges to East Kent, and then just move that forward. At the moment, there are just a few showers now, just clearing that area of Kent. But it's just a few more at the moment, just looks like down towards the southwest of London, moving towards the Guildford area in the next few hours. Right, let's see what the icon wants to do with the weather this weekend. As I've mentioned, it is still quite an unsettled theme, and that is likely to remain the case today. So we've seen the early showers across southeast England. They will push out the way. Likely to be one or two more showers in the next 2 or 3 hours before they ease away. And then I think it's fair to say that today across southeast England, save for an isolated light shower, it should be a mainly dry and bright day, increasing amounts of sunshine and variable amounts of cloud. It stays dry overnight. A few showers in the channel may just sort of clip the far south coast for a time, but tomorrow we wake up to a dry note. But look towards the west, look down towards Cornwall, Devon and southwest. There is the next area of rain pushing in from the west. This is the situation at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. It doesn't take long for it to push into the southeast of England. So this is the situation at midday. This is the situation by 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So it will be a cloudy old afternoon. There will be outbreaks of rain developing after a bright start to the day. And then really as we move through to the evening, that rain becomes more persistent towards the north of our area, gets stuck over northern England, but eventually overnight clears out the way from southeast England. So we wake up on Monday morning to a mainly dry picture. Right, we've had a look at what's falling from the skies. It's still unsettled, as we've mentioned. Temperatures today peaking at around about 21 degrees for many of us. As I've mentioned, just a degree or so below average. Temperatures overnight falling to around about 12 or 13 degrees, perhaps a little bit warmer towards the capital and down towards the south coast where you've got that breeze coming in off the channel, perhaps no lower than 16 degrees on the south coast. And your winds. So today we're looking at breezes coming in from the southwest, quite gusty again. So we're looking at wind speeds generally in that 15 to 20 mile an hour range. So that is a sort of a moderate to fresh, gusting to perhaps strong at times down towards the south coast. And tomorrow, breezier in the channel. Look at that. Some of those breezes getting up to strong to near gale force tomorrow afternoon. Force 5, force 6, possibly a force 7 off some of those headlands. But inland tomorrow and towards the north of London, the breeze is lighter at around a force 3 to 4. So yeah, not too windy inland. Will be on the coasts. So that really is it in summary. I hope that kind of gives you a bit of a flavour as to what's going on this weekend. Suffice to say, it's still unsettled, it's still breezy, low pressure still dominates, and temperatures are around average. Drier today, turning wetter tomorrow afternoon with more in the way of rain or showers. I'll be back tomorrow evening with the latest forecast, looking at the week ahead by then. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. All have a lovely day. Ciao for now.